Happy Saturday!
Welcome to the AHRC Marathon Training Vlog. Thanks for tuning in.
If you like receiving daily motivational content and awesome training tips, then be sure to subscribe
So you don't miss a single episode.
We had a very difficult 4 days of running. It all started with a general aerobic run on Tuesday, followed by an intense VO2 max session on Wednesday, and then that led to just a really tough Thursday medium long run with speed play, and then yesterday on Friday we topped it off with another general aerobic run. The two general aerobic runs that sandwiched those two really hard sessions weren't that hard physically as far as physical intensity, but did put a mental strain on everybody when everybody's really fatigued. Now we're on a very well-deserved 6-mile recovery run. We're just taking it easy and getting our bodies recovered and ready for a giant 22-mile run tomorrow. This will be our final really big long run. We'll have one more long run of 18 miles next week, and then one last medium long run of 13 to 15 miles 1 week before the race. That's the first mile in 9 something. That's the second mile in 8:54. We got a good looking crew this morning. Okay, that's mile 3 in 8:44. Weather's super nice and cool. All right, that's the 4th mile. My people.
Hello, my people. Just out for a nice 16-mile run.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
I'm Nicole. South Coast Road Runners. Woohoo!
Awesome. South Coast is a very well-established run club in Orange County. Very good runners, good program, good coach.
170 people.
Awesome. Awesome, love it. Today I'm going to take you through just the mental thought process on how we are going to strategize our marathon race. This week is an 85-mile week. I'll probably hit around low 90s, and since we're only 3 weeks away from the race, getting a little antsy. So of course we start snooping around marathon prediction websites. Start looking at the VDOT calculator and the equivalent race prediction times. So I asked Evan to punch in her numbers in a couple of race predictors, and she got 3:02 for her marathon finish time. So since she's racing a half marathon in 3 weeks, I punched in 3:02 in the VDOT calculator, and it spit out an equivalent half marathon pace of 1:27 low. So it's exactly where I thought she'd be. I thought she would be at a point in her fitness where she's in around 1:27 shape. So that's a good sign or indicator. Cole, on the other hand, missed several weeks of marathon training with a glute niggle and just kind of a mental low point. So he wasn't very motivated. But because of that, the race predictor has him at a finishing time of 3:09. And then when I punched that into the VDOT calculator, he got half marathon equivalent of 1:29. So I'm pretty happy with that, because I feel like if we get through the half marathon, he runs somewhere close to a 1:30. We're at a good spot. He can use that as a type of marathon training workout, and we can be a little bit better prepared for CIM. And if we can just roll smoothly into CIM in December, then he'll be able to go in the low 3 hour, or hopefully get a crack at breaking 3 hours in CIM. Brian's been running really strong lately, but the marathon predictor is giving him somewhere around 3:02 as his fastest predicted marathon finishing time. There was a period of time when Brian kind of missed out on some of the workouts in the endurance phase of our marathon build, and his mileage was a little low back then. So we might have to take that into consideration. I really wanted him to try to go 2:55, but might have to take that into consideration and make this a little bit more of a conservative race. And if we're wrong, he can still finish strong at the end. I think more than anything, we want to make sure that we all race for the long term and we're motivated to do so and have fun while we're doing it. I know for a fact that if Brian breaks 3 hours, even by just a little bit, he'll be super happy. But if he goes for it and he blows up, then he'll be very demotivated if he finishes in 3:05 again. So I think the best thing to do is just to keep it under control, go sub 3 for this race, and then make a new milestone, a bigger milestone next time, maybe in LA or something. Yep. Denny is not with us today, but I already had a discussion with him as far as race prediction, and the race predictor is giving him 2:58 currently, which is a minute faster than what the race predictor gave him for a spring marathon, where he did run 2:58. So in the spring, when he ran Tokyo, the predictor gave him 2:59 and he ended up running 2:58. So I feel like Denny is somewhere around 2:57 shape, and if conditions are favorable, he can go 2:56 or 2:55. I'm using the race predictor Metathon, which imports all of your Strava data into their algorithm and spits out a finishing time. It's really close to the results that Tanda gives, which is based on actual marathoners' data. And both of those have been pretty accurate for me. Metathon gives you a running prediction. So what I mean by that is every day as you do workouts, it adjusts your marathon finishing time. So for me, it gave me a 2:55 finish from 2 weeks ago until today. So every day it's been predicting around 2:55, give or take some seconds here and there. Last year, before Boston, it predicted 2:58 for me, and I ran a very comfortable 2:57. That was my second marathon within 3 weeks. I didn't really prepare for it. I just used the excess fitness that I had from the LA marathon, which I ran poorly because I was sick. And despite all of that, I still ran 2:57 at Boston. And when the predictor gave me 2:58 last spring, it only touched it 1 or 2 times before the actual race. This time, it's giving me 2:55 consistently over 2 weeks. So I feel like I'm in shape to run around low 250s, maybe 251, 252. It feels that way. especially when we do tempo runs and I'm running around that pace. It's very, very low effort. I think I'm in good enough shape to do the videography for Danny Hung's race. I think I can hold the camera, I think I can narrate, and I think I can follow Denny Hung at whatever pace he decides to run and be able to document his race for him. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Long Beach, carry the equipment, and then try to document that entire race for all you guys. Actually, I wasn't really looking forward to going to the Long Beach Marathon and trying to run as hard as I could and narrate and document the race, but feeling kind of excited about it. I feel like I can give you guys a pretty good story and we can watch Danny Hung just crush. It's gonna be a good one. Already feeling so great. I hope you have a great day and a meaningful run. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
I'm not tired at all.
Yay! You're going so fast.
I'm going so fast right now.
I feel refreshed.
I'm ready for my night shift at Oktoberfest.
Okay.